Hello everybody. Today I am here to talk about a couple items that Jack Daniels released this year, and it's the 10-year-old and also the triple mash that you see me right here pouring myself a glass of. Cheers. So let's start with a little bit of basic information about the Jack Daniels 10-year-old and the Medallion. I want to talk to you about that. Now, I've heard this question over and over. Where can I get it? Where can I get it? Where can I get it? And it's a difficult question to answer because this is a limited release. Now, how do I know this is a limited release? Because it says it right here on the label, limited release. In addition to that, I heard that they made only about 30,000 of these. And, you know, when there are so many fans of Jack Daniels, 30,000 bottles, it's just not enough for everybody. Additionally, I believe this was only released in the United States, and if you are in another country thinking that we can buy this at any corner liquor store, then that's not the case. Now, the triple mash that we have over here is ubiquitous. That means that you can find it almost everywhere. It came out in different sizes, like you can find the 750 milliliter, you can find the 1 liter, and chances are that if you just look around, you're going to be able to buy one of these and open them and drink them and enjoy them very much like I am enjoying this so much. I tried it and I loved it, I'm not the one to give reviews of whiskeys and tasting notes and something like that, but I can tell you that I love this one, the triple mash. I just love it. A little bit of information about it. They released this one together with the Bonded, and the Bonded is a little bit easier to find than this one. The triple mash is a little bit more difficult to find, but even though this is called triple mash, this is also bonded because it's 50% alcohol volume, and it says it's bonded right here, 100 proof on the label. So they're both bonded. The Bonded, which I don't have it right here, and this one, they're both bonded, but this is a triple mash bonded. And I like this one a lot. I don't know, several of you are going to hate me for saying this, but it kind of reminds me of Blanton's bourbon whiskey. This is a bourbon that I really enjoy because I like very sweet whiskeys, and this is very sweet, and the triple mash is very sweet, and it kind of, I'm not saying they're identical or anything like that, but it kind of, when I taste it, all that sweetness from the barrel reminds me of it. It also reminds me a little bit of the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, which is very sweet, and I just love those kind of whiskeys. So, but going back to what I was saying, the triple mash is not a limited release. They only make a number of bottles, but chances are you're going to be able to find one or more, open them, keep some in your collection, etc. Now, it's a completely different story on the 10-year-old, and Why am I saying that? Because the release is so limited that um, a lot of us are collectors and drinkers, both. Like, I am a collector and I am a drinker. And usually, what the ideal condition is to find 2 or 3 bottles and buy them, and then you keep one for your collection, and then you keep 1 or 2 for opening and enjoying for yourself and with your friends, etc. And that is my idea always, especially with something like this. But I got this one, and the first one I got a few months ago, I was like, okay, this one is for the collection, the next one I'm going to open it and drink it. And so I've been searching, actively searching for another one, and I just recently was able to get a second one, and I was like telling my friends, I finally got it, I'm going to open it. And my very best friend, who is also a collector, he was like, I don't have one, could I please have it for my collection? And he did like the Antonio Banderas what's the cat puss, I don't remember the movie that goes like this, and I'm like, oh no. Okay, so he's coming over tomorrow and we're going to talk about this. Let's see if I give it to him or if we open it and enjoy it together. But once I was able to as soon as he said that, I started looking for a third one. And I'm telling you, even though you see 2 of them here in front of me, you might think this is, it's easy to get them. No, it's not. It's not easy to get them. It's not even cheap to get them. You have to get them. They are difficult to get. So, a little bit more of information about these bottles. They are supposed to be a yearly release, and this is supposed to be the first one. And in a few months, I'm not sure exactly when the release month is, the second one is supposed to come out. Now, this one, if you look in the back, you will be able to see that it says 10 for 10-year-old, batch number 10 for 10-year-old, 001. So that means this is the first year of release, and I don't have all the inside information, but it is supposed to be that the second one that's coming out sometime very soon will be batch 10-year-old, once again, 002. And when I say now, I mean 2020. Oh my God, 2022. I'm stuck before the pandemic. So, at the most, if it's released in January 2023, that's when it would be. And notice how smart Jack Daniels is. They did, remember the 2,000-year-old bug? If you're old enough, you probably remember computers when they were invented in the 1960s, 70s, 80s. For all the dates, they only put for the year 2 years, like 89 was 1989, 90 was 1990, and then when we switched to the year 2000 and 2001, they had to adapt all those things and add 2 more digits, because then it would create a cybernetic problem if they didn't do that. But look at what Jack Daniels did here. They're thinking ahead that we might have up to at least 999, for the 999 future years they might have a release of this. So they didn't say 1, they didn't say 01, they said 001. So hopefully for the next millennium, Jack Daniels will be releasing a 10-year-old with different batch numbers. And this is the very first one of them. It is already extremely desirable, extremely collectible, and I think we are all in this conundrum. I have seen and know people who have bought it and opened it, and I am so tempted to do that, especially now that I have two. But a lot of us, I'm sure a lot of you are in the same situation. You're thinking, well, if I get one and it's so hard to get them, will I open it or collect it or save it for a special occasion? So let's move on to the medallion. The medallion, let me see if I can show it better. There is nothing on the back of this, and this, in the Jack Daniels community, this is called a medallion. Now, medallion is actually this round part over here, and for other releases, other bottles, there are medallions that do not have the necklace. So most of them are just like a round coin that you cannot actually hang it from the bottle. They are like a round coin that you could display next to it if you want, but you can't hang it from the bottle. So this is still, most people would call, in the Jack Daniels community, would call this a medallion, but this is actually a necklace. In the whiskey community, cognac and bottles industry, in the spirits industry, if it hangs from the neck of the bottle and it's metal, it's called a necklace, a bottle necklace. Now, obviously, there are many hang tags that are paper. They hang from the top of the bottle and they are a little booklet or something. Those are called hang tags. But this is not actually a hang tag, even though I have seen people call this a metal hang tag. It's not. Most people would have to say this is a necklace. But as I said, in the Jack Daniels community, these are called medallions because they usually are just the coin or the medallion thing without the necklace. Let me show you a few examples because I collect and I drink other brands in addition to Jack Daniels. This is an example of a Johnnie Walker necklace for the blue label, and it comes with a space here on the bottom. It's white here right now because you're supposed to engrave it and put your name on that or something, or somebody else's name if you're giving this as a present for their wedding or something like that. And so this is a Johnnie Walker necklace, and that is a blended Scotch whiskey. And here I have another one in my collection. This is a cognac. This is a Hennessy XO. And this is the regular bottle that comes like that. But this is the necklace for the Hennessy XO bottle. And in the back, you might be able to see that it says Hennessy. Now, these are actually official necklaces, and these the Hennessy ones, like I'm showing you right now, they are actually gold plated. And now when we talk about the Jack Daniels medallions, some people call them fake, and that is just not the right word, because In order for this to be a fake medallion, you would have to have an official Jack Daniels medallion made by Jack Daniels distillery or the Jack Daniels brand, and then you would have to have someone else copying that or trying to pass an illegal one without permission, trying to make it look the same but not made by Jack Daniels. And this is not the case because Jack Daniels never made official medallions or necklaces, at least not for the 10-year-old bottle that you see here. And I think that they didn't make any for the several of the other ones. And so these are made by an individual. To tell you the truth, I don't know who he or she is, and I don't really want to know. But he or she does a very good job, and I love them. So my point is that these are not official and made by Jack Daniels, but they look so good on the bottle, and as long as you accept that they are unofficial and that, well, calling them fake is not correct because they're just not trying to fake something. It's aftermarket. Some people call them aftermarket. It's like putting something, jewelry on your bottle. And so if you I know that several strict collectors don't like them because they're not made by Jack Daniels, and that is perfectly okay. But some of us do like them, and I have been asked where you can get them. And you know, I have two of them here because I do like them, and I am a collector, and I like the way they look. I got both of mine from two different collectors who had bought them at the time that they were available, and I hadn't bought them, and they were very, very nice to me, and I am so thankful to them that they sold them to me because they know how much I appreciate them, and I will use them and display them with my collection. So one of the ways, if you're really interested in getting one of the medallions or necklaces, is getting in touch with other collectors who might have more than one usually. And you can do that by joining a Facebook group. I am the administrator of the Jack Daniels Collectibles group in Facebook, and you can get in touch with some other collectors and make a post and say, I am in search of one of these medallions. That is actually how I got both of these. And I was actually lucky, and I am so thankful. It's more than lucky, and it's not just luck, that other collectors were nice enough to sell them to me. But if that doesn't work for you, you can actually try in Facebook at some, not Facebook, in eBay. At some point they were selling in eBay, and right now I just checked and there were none for sale in eBay, at least not at a normal price. I found one that was for sale with an empty bottle. Somebody drank this bottle, and they're selling the empty bottle with the medallion for $280, which, you know, to each their own. You can ask whatever you want, but I think maybe in 50 years that will be worth $280 for the empty bottle and the medallion, but not right now. I will tell you what I paid for my medallions. The going price just a month ago was $35 plus $10 shipping. So I paid for both of these $45 for each. 35 plus $10 shipping here in the United States. So that's the information I have about that. I wanted to show you one more necklace. I showed you earlier the regular Hennessy XO necklace for the regular Hennessy XO bottle, but here I have something that is a little bit more extraordinary. This is Hennessy XO exclusive edition #1, which is called Magnificence, and it comes with all the golden grapes. These are supposed to be like grapevines here, and these are golden grapes, and this is the necklace that is specifically for this one bottle. They made only very few of these, and it does have the Hennessy tag in the back, of course, gold-plated necklace that also has the golden grapes on top, just like these golden grapes. No golden grapes here or here, golden grapes here and here. So you've probably seen another one, because I got a couple of these right here. This is also a Magnificence with that golden necklace. So just showing off a little bit here. Let me take a sip of the, let's remove that. Let me take a sip of the triple mash bonded. Don't forget, this is also a bonded, even though there is a bonded that's not triple mash. Cheers to you. And if you have any other questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them for you in my next video. Until then, bye-bye.